I have said, oh, I do. Good evening, and welcome to our National Honor Society Senior Reception. My name is Susan Harvey, and I am the co-advisor for the National Honor Society at Littleton High School. It is wonderful to have so many people here and at home to celebrate this evening the achievements of our members. Each person here has played a vital role in helping our students make it to the last term of yet another successful and interesting school year. And I do want to say one word about this. Last year, we didn't get to do this, to send our seniors off, because we were closed. So this isn't exactly what we would wish, but it is much better than nothing. So I'm very pleased to be doing this. The Constitution of the National Honor Society states, "The purpose of this organization shall be to create enthusiasm for scholarship, to stimulate a desire to render service, to promote leadership, and to develop character in the students of secondary schools." I would now like to introduce my NHS co-advisor, Mrs. Danielle Bearden.
As a member of the National Honor Society, these students have not only met the rigorous standards for the admission, but have stayed committed to those standards throughout their membership. As we will hear shortly, this group of students dedicated a great deal of time to helping others this year. We have been honored to work with and get to know these students better this year. We are excited to celebrate the achievements of our National Honor Society members this evening. At this time, I would like to invite to the podium Natasha Toomey and Callie Morvay, co-presidents, who will introduce our keynote speakers for this evening.
Hello. We are extremely delighted to announce that this year's guest speakers will be Mr. Christie and Mrs. Nolan, our beloved guidance counselors.
They've helped us so much over these 4 years. It's only fitting that they be here tonight to help celebrate the accomplishments that they helped us achieve.
Well, hello, NHS members. We are so pleased that you invited us to speak and share your special evening with you. We want to express our gratitude for you, for how you have adapted so well to this COVID-19 restriction year at school and outside in your life. You truly were amazing, and all the LHS students were, and we are so proud of you for that. And through it all, despite it all, you adapted, you continued to shine brightly through your academics, your community service, and your leadership accomplishments were amazing. So we'd like to congratulate you on all those accomplishments. We're very proud of you. So we can assure you that you're going off to college or you're going off to a career. We can assure you that thanks to all your dedicated efforts and to your marvelous teachers at LHS, that you are more than amply prepared to meet all the academic challenges and the community life challenges that you will face at college and in your future careers. So alumni always come back and share with us, boy, we were so grateful to have attended Littleton High School because we were so prepared and so much more prepared than a lot of the other students. So I can assure you, you can relax on that. So you've got this. So we want to advise you this evening in another area, in the area of your personal well-being, in the area of finding balance in your life, and finding happiness. And by happiness, we mean not that euphoric feeling that you may sometimes feel, but really contentment. So we're going to review some of the social research that you might have studied in your AP Psych courses to re-emphasize what you can do next year and in your future life to remain, to have a sense of contentment, because you know it's not all about achieving financial worth or always on that hamster wheel to achieve goals. You want to have a sense of well-being all time. So the first thing you can do is embrace positive thinking. And you know what? You can actually change your negative thoughts to positive thoughts. I'll give you an example. And Mr. Christie knows this because I get uptight about AP tests. And I want to make sure everything's just, I have the OCD about that. And I drive him crazy. And so I think it was Monday, I was making sure everything was out, and I was driving Nancy and Chris crazy. And I said, wait a minute. You're expressing all these concerns and worries and fears. You've been doing this for 13 years, and everything's gone smoothly. Take a breath. And I did that, and they liked me much better. So I just want to say, if you practice that with your positive thoughts, those actually can dominate your negative thoughts in life. So you are powerful in yourself. Positive thoughts equals positive feelings.
Hi, how are you? Sorry, I was a couple of minutes late, but I made it, right? Speaking of positive thoughts and gratitude, and the word gratitude, when I think of the word gratitude, it's not only just being grateful for others in your life and all the things around us, but also grateful for yourselves. And I bet you, if you go home and you take a sheet of paper and you start writing down a list of things that you're grateful for in your lives today, I bet you could fill that whole page up. You know, and think about things that are around you, things that have gotten you through school, the past 12 years. And now you're getting on ready to go to college, and that power and momentum you have with your gratefulness that you've grown up in and developed, you will carry yourselves into college, and you'll always remember how grateful we are for you. There's no one.
Okay, thank you. So building and maintaining friendships. Social connections are a key to happiness. So you're going to be leaving, some of you are going far away, so you will be leaving your family and friends, not permanently, but temporarily. And so you're going to be very busy. You're going to be meeting new people. You're going to be going to your courses. You're going to be joining activities. So just take the time to nourish those relationships. I'm sure you can FaceTime your friends. You can FaceTime your family. But remember to keep close to those that love you and support you all the time. But also make new friends at college, too, and nourish those relationships. Friendships are vital.
Kindness, very important, right? Be kind to others, be kind to yourselves. Maybe compliment someone that you don't compliment that often, or someone that you may meet in school. Say, hey, I really like your shoes, or I really love your hair today, or make an unexpected compliment to somebody. That goes a long way for them, and it makes you also feel good about yourselves. When I first got everybody have their license here, pretty much. When I first got my license, my dad said to me, Christopher, he had a very strong Greek accent, I want you to do one thing. I said, what's that? He says, every day when you drive, let 3 people a day go ahead of you. And trust me, you'll be a much happier driver. And he's so true. And I do that now. I really do. I taught my kids to do this now. My son drives. And I said, try to give that goal to yourself. Let 3 people a day just pass ahead of you. Or maybe when you're at school, if you're not driving, hold the door for somebody. Trust me, it goes a long way. And you'll start feeling kinder to everything. You'll start feeling that kindness inside of you, and it shows. We'll keep you young, too. So stick with it.
Now we know why the traffic's backed up on King Street. So I'm going to blame that on you. So let go of grudges. We all hold grudges. Someone stole a pencil from you in 2nd grade. We all hold these grudges. Sometimes I hold grudges against Mr. Christie because he's not doing it my way, right? And sometimes he holds grudges against me. But honestly, who can hold a grudge against Mr. Christie? It's an easy time to let go of the grudges with them. But let go of the grudges, and you're not doing it just for the other person. You're doing it for yourself. Because forgiving...
I let it go because you're always right.
Oh, yeah, I don't think so. He gave me a compliment, kindness. Okay. Forgiving others allows us to experience more positive emotions, and we foster a closeness to others. So holding on to the grudge just eats you up inside. So just let it go. Is it your turn?
Yes. Very important, which I know most of you already do, is exercise, physical movement. You probably have had anatomy and biology classes. Remember the word endorphins? You guys remember that? The more you move, the more you make yourself do things, the more endorphins you create in your brain, and it's a natural, super powerful chemical. So, always say no to drugs, but say yes to endorphins. You want more endorphins, and to get more endorphins, you gotta move. You gotta be good to yourself and your body, make good choices. Instead of taking the shuttle, if you think you can walk to campus to that class and make it, just walk. Instead of taking the elevator, use the stairs. You're going to feel better.
Spend time in nature, and I think a lot of you already do that. But it's amazing what a walk in the woods can do if you're uptight. It's just a sense of relaxation and well-being it can create. You're just connecting with the essence of life. And a lot of the research shows that the younger students are not connected to nature at all. They don't have time. They're in all these activities, and so they don't have an opportunity to go into nature. And the speculation is that this is creating a lot of their stress and anxiety. So connecting with nature is really important. And I know a lot of you hike and go out into the woods and do all those things, but when you're at college, continue to do that.
Laughter. Very, very love laughing. And we laugh all the time. If you ever came into guidance when, you guys don't see this because you're in class, but during off times, we're constantly laughing at things. Not at you. Yeah. And it's just a great thing. And if you really want to laugh, okay, she's not here tonight, and she'd maybe laugh if I said you hang out with Miss Kern if you can, because she's so funny. Funniest person around. She is so funny. I was giving a tour the other day to a family and a new student, and I said, "This is Mrs. Kern." And she says to the girl, "Oh, you got to hang out with me. I'm so fun." And then she walked away because she was going to be her teacher. But yeah, try to, laugh is very important. We laugh all the time. And, laugh at your mistakes, laugh at accomplishments, just laugh with your friends. And, right? Sorry. Laugh with your friends. Do you have one more?
I have a couple. Okay. So get rest. Research shows that that the lower rest that you get, lower sleep, lower happiness. And research shows that getting 1 hour of sleep each night might have a greater effect on your happiness than a $60,000 raise. Now, I would want that study to be repeated myself, but it sounds good. It is embedded in the research. I thought it was interesting. But you know what? I know you didn't get a lot of sleep in high school. I recognize, especially this group. So you will have more time in college. You'll probably be napping, I don't know, 2 in the afternoon, 4 in the afternoon, because you'll be going out at 10. So, I mean, your hours will be much different than they are here, but you will be able to get more sleep, so that's a really good thing. And I think one of the most important thing is this is an opportunity, because you may be separating from your family and your friends, to learn more about yourself and learn to love yourself. Really, it's very important. Who's going to love you if you don't love yourself, right? So embrace all of your beauties, your flaws, your strengths, your weaknesses. You are all unique, and you are absolutely wonderful just the way you are. And that's how I want to leave it.
Yeah.
You're going to do the closing.
Yeah, in closing, try to enjoy these last, few weeks here. We have, a few weeks to go. We have the prom this Saturday. Hopefully most of you are going. Just Friday. Sorry. Oh my God, I almost messed that up.
You'll be going Saturday?
I'm going to go Saturday. I'll go Saturday.
Crash your wedding there.
Yeah, I did that once. We went and we stayed, and then people thought we were guests. We're talking to,
The food was
oh
great.
my God, I'll never forget it. But like I said, try to enjoy this and it's a true story. It happened oh my gosh, I'll tell you someday. But just take this momentum you have having this time together these last few weeks here, and take that jump to college and life going on. But always remember, we're here as your counselors for life. We have kids coming back all the time that graduated college and now maybe want recommendations for jobs or references for jobs, or they maybe go on for graduate school and they ask us for help and advice. So just don't forget us. We definitely are not going to forget you.
Just come back and
Just
visit,
come back.
please. We want you to come back and visit.
Yeah,
you know,
come
you're
back
going
and
to have
visit.
breaks and you're going to be home, so
Yeah.
please come back and visit.
And-
And for the juniors, we have juniors here, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so for the
juniors.
juniors, so we're really looking forward to Senior Guidance Seminar. It is fun, isn't it, guys? So we're really looking forward. We're hoping you're keeping a study hall so that we can get to know you better and work with you on all your college missions. The seniors were wonderful. We just love this class. They're great. And we're looking forward to working with you, too.
Okay. All right. We love you.
I got to take my mask.
I gotta wear mine.
So let's give them another round of applause, please. The inimitable team of Nolan and Christy. You think they can take that on the road? Yeah, okay. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so we would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge our 4 amazing officers and the tremendous work that they have done this year. Please stand and be recognized for your hard work and dedication and enthusiasm. Co-presidents Natasha Toomey and Callie Morvay, Treasurer Anushka Ahuja, and Secretary Katie Aslin. They actually were just a team, and they were marvelous. And it's been such an amazing pleasure to work with all of you. And I expect to see this on you at graduation. Okay, good, good. And I've missed the page, sorry. This is what happens. And Natasha and who's doing is everybody doing, okay, come on down. They're going to give you a brief recap of what they have accomplished this year in this very unforgettable year. So, please.
Okay, this year we have been able to accomplish so much together. Our committees have worked so hard under the advisory of their senior heads. Here's a list of some of our achievements this year. We raised over $2,900 for the Friends of Reuben Hoare Library through our library book sale.
$1,306 was raised for the First Nations Development Institute. First Nations works to restore Native American control and cultural compatible stewardship of the assets they own, and to establish new assets for enduring the long-term vitality of Native American communities. $1,062 was donated to Pennies for Patients this year, and over 725 pounds of food was collected for Loaves and Fishes.
We also made over 80 masks for the Lowell Transitional Center. And, oh, wait. That's wrong. I said the wrong number. We made over 100 masks for both the Lowell Transitional Living Center and for LHS Theater. We made 50 beds and 15 blankets for Sleep in Heavenly Peace, which, as you may know, is an organization that gives beds to those in need in our area. And we had 6 community cleanups that were led to pick up the litter in our town.
We also, over 500 items were donated to the Lowell Transitional Center through healthcare committee drives, which is amazing. And obviously there's so many more accomplishments that we had this year, but these are like the quantitative ones that we could think of. But you guys should all be incredibly proud of what we've achieved this year. We've only been able to accomplish all of this with the help of each and every one of you. It really wouldn't have been possible without you guys. And juniors, I know that you'll be able to carry on all of our accomplishments next year and do even better than we did this year. So thank you.
Okay, so now we will say our officers for next year that were elected. Stella Austin is next year's president.
Paige O'Keefe is next year's vice president.
Dan Glorioso is next year's secretary.
And Jonathan McGurran is next year's treasurer.
We look forward to working with all these new officers next year and seeing what they're able to accomplish. This year, we will continue our tradition of having junior members introduce their senior classmates. Seniors, I ask that you come forward to stand with your junior classmate when you have been introduced. So Madeline Kiernan for Marissa Architulo, I'm sorry. Please come on up.
So Marissa will be attending Endicott College next year. She'll be majoring in nursing. Her favorite class at LHS was anatomy, which she found especially interesting, and it helped her to grow her interest in becoming a nurse. Her most memorable experiences during high school included making new friends and meeting new people both inside and outside of the classroom. She is grateful to both the National Honor Society and Littleton High School for teaching her the values of education and service in the community, which she will continue to carry with her into college and beyond. And next, Morgan will be reading for Anushka.
LHS senior Anushka Ahuja will be attending the University of Connecticut and will be majoring in biology, but may change to allied health. In the future, she hopes to become a physician assistant. And during her time at LHS, she has enjoyed APUSH because of the interesting perspective she gained on topics in the world, and AP Bio because of the discussion aspects of the class. Her favorite activity in school was decorating the hallways these past years for Spirit Week because it allows her to be creative, and they always turned out so good. NHS has been very important to Anushka because it has been valuable in helping people in our community in a way that is meaningful. She says that LHS has been such a welcoming environment when she first moved here freshman year, and she's been lucky enough to make friends here that she has stuck with these past years. Now Madison Sheffrin for Katie Aslin.
Okay, graduating senior Katie Aslin plans on attending Emerson College this fall with the hope of majoring in journalism and political communications. Katie is very passionate about helping people within the political sphere. Because of this, she aspires to become a print journalist or speechwriter. She has also considered creating a nonprofit that advocates for social, environmental, or voter justice. As a strong and vocal leader, Katie excelled in her role as the NHS secretary. She was also a member of the Humanitarian Club and co-led the Polar Plunge for freshman year and sophomore year, where she demonstrated her love for working with her peers to help the community. As a testament to her variety of interests throughout her high school journey, Katie also participated in 8 LHS theater productions. She enjoyed making new friends and taking on the role of a variety of different characters for each of her shows. While at LHS, Katie's favorite teachers included Mrs. Harvey, Mrs. McCook, and Mrs. Broussard, as she knew she would always have very personable and interesting conversations with each of them. Katie exudes so much positive energy and creativity, and you can always count on her for words of encouragement and support. As a passionate, dedicated leader, I'm sure Katie will be successful in all of her future endeavors, and I wish her nothing but success. Next, Reagan Doucette will be reading for Faith Bergeron.
Faith Bergeron will be attending Ohio State University next year studying animal science on the pre-vet track. Faith's favorite activity at LHS was participating in the Humanitarian Club, where she developed life skills that have prepared her for a future where she will be able to help her community. She is very thankful for Mrs. Harvey for giving her that opportunity. Faith also loved leading the Polar Plunge because she was able to bring the community together in such a special way. As Faith moves on, she'll be forever grateful to LHS for allowing her to learn how to make personal connections that will help her succeed. And she is grateful for NHS because she learned how there are so many smaller communities that help each other to support a larger community. She is thankful for everyone who has helped her meet her full potential. Next will be Akshaya reading for Courtney Bottenhorn.
I first met Courtney during my freshman year in Mrs. Kern's algebra class. I didn't know her much then, but I could tell that she was really determined after watching the effort she put into the class. Over time, I found out that she was a very sweet person, just as sweet as the candy bars she sold at math class to raise money for cancer. Do you guys remember that? Whenever I first joined clubs she was involved in, like Humanitarian Club, Relay for Life, or NHS, she was always welcoming and would always answer my annoying questions. I'm sure her teammates in field hockey and her bandmates in the flute section would agree. She'd always be on the front lines volunteering, planning fundraisers, and encouraging all of us to do our part. I've seen her volunteer in every event I've been to, and to the events I haven't been involved in, I've always seen her name signed on spreadsheets to volunteer. Sometimes I've seen her volunteer at 2 events on the same day with a smile on her face, ready to help out. I've been very inspired by her commitment to help out people in any way. Whenever I ask her how she has the energy to help out in all these events, she would always reply with a smile that this was something she loved to do. She says that her most memorable experience at LHS was seeing all of the efforts made during the pandemic, like the work done in our community towards racial equality, and seeing her class come closer this year, despite not having the traditional senior year, and says that she's thankful for all the things that she's experienced here at LHS, and for the lifelong friendships she's made here for the past 4 years. Isn't she wonderful? Well, I can't wait to see what she does at UMass Amherst, and I can't wait to see her pursue her dream as a doctor in psychology, helping kids in the social work system. Good luck, Courtney. Next, we have Reagan Doucette speaking about Emma Bussier.
Emma Bussier will be attending UMass Lowell next year, where she is majoring in exercise science clinical on the physical therapy path. Her favorite activity at LHS was interning at Russell Street Elementary School with the 3rd graders. Emma loves working with kids, so being able to support them with their academic, emotional, and social development was really rewarding. Emma's most memorable moment at LHS was her senior soccer season because she got to be a captain, and with all the uncertainty, she was glad she was able to play. Emma's leadership during the soccer season was amazing, and she loved playing with all the girls and made great friends because of it. NHS and Littleton High School has provided Emma with a great foundation to help her in college and beyond. She hopes to continue community service projects through college and beyond. Emma is grateful for all her teachers, coaches, classmates, and family for supporting her. Next will be Michael St. Germain for Need Connected. Sorry.
All right. This next senior, an excellent scholar and friend of mine since early elementary school, has another excellent myriad of experiences and stories to share from the last 4 years in LHS. For the coming semester, he'll be looking for a degree in mechanical engineering at Boston University. Certainly no easy task, but knowing that all of his favorite classes throughout school were in forms of math and science, I wouldn't doubt for a second that he'll be going far. A thing that caught my attention when speaking to him was how all of his favorite events throughout high school were simply talking to and working with some of his favorite friends and peers. Definitely measure being part of an excellent support system. Without any further ado, it's been a pleasure to introduce Nicholas Cañete to you all tonight. Oh, yep. Next up will be Morgan reading for Jackie.
LHS graduating senior Jackie Carbonell will be attending Endicott College next year to pursue a major in marketing and business with a minor in dance. Her favorite teacher at LHS was Mrs. Bearden because she has helped her learn to enjoy math, and she's such a kind person, making Jackie's experience in high school more enjoyable. Her most memorable high school experience was meeting Neos, a Spanish exchange student, junior year, whom she created a genuine friendship with that will never be forgotten. Jackie is thankful to be part of the class of 2021 and to be a part of NHS, where she has gotten to spend the past 4 years with her best friends and creating such fun memories together. Now Hannah reading for Jenna.
LHS graduating senior, I was reading the wrong one. Jenna Corbett, a valuable member of the National Honor Society, will continue studying at UMass Amherst and majoring in health sciences. Through this practice, she will be able to live out her goal of helping people live healthier lifestyles by teaching them about personal nutrition and fitness. Jenna's competitiveness has fueled her love for sports, and throughout high school, she's been on the LHS lacrosse team. This has made her a better team player and easy to work with, as well as a good leader. Throughout Jenna's entire career at LHS, her most memorable moment was when she was able to successfully organize and lead a large group in the Build Day for Sleep in Heavenly Peace. They were able to help out tons of kids in need, and Jenna was able to use important skills to do so. Jenna will miss the great opportunities that community service that NHS has provided for her, but she hopes she continue this type of work in college. Jenna has always been kind and helpful to younger students that are part of NHS and has set a great example for them. Next is Peter Holland for Brock Davis.
Brock Davis will be furthering his academic career at Hudson University in Maine next year as an audio engineering major. Brock's favorite activity while at LHS was football. Football taught Brock about teamwork and commitment, and being on the team introduced him to some great friends. His most memorable moments during high school were when he performed his Russian kick dance on the field after his team scored a touchdown. Brock loved these moments because his whole team was hyped up and rallying around him. Brock made lots of memories and opportunities at LHS, and he wishes everyone the best of luck in their future endeavors. Next up is Paige O'Keefe for Megan O'Neill.
Next year, Megan will be attending George Washington University in DC. And while she hasn't picked a major yet, she is so excited for all the opportunities this new school and city has to offer her. At LHS, some of Megan's favorite teachers are Miss Allison, Miss Kern, and of course, Miss Harvey. She's especially enjoying Miss Harvey's facing history class that she is currently taking. She also enjoyed the many art classes she took with Miss Hosfeld during her time at LHS. Megan was a part of the Humanitarian Club, which had lots of events that she participated in for many years, such as the Polar Plunge and Rise Against Hunger's food packing. While in NHS, she was a part of the Library Committee, Loaves and Fishes Committee, and participated in cleanups run by the Community Cleanup Committee. Megan loved being a part of a group that provided service to people around her in a way that she would not have been able to do had she not been a part of these great organizations. Overall, Megan had loved the friendships she made and the community she felt while at LHS, even if she, along with some of her classmates, might have missed out on some of the fun activities together. After talking with Megan, I know she's going to do amazing things. I wish you all the best in your new adventure in DC, and I hope you have the best time, meet lots of new people, and just have an amazing time. Next will be Faith reading for Leah.
After graduating from LHS class of 2021, Leah Dennehy will be going to Southern New Hampshire University and majoring in graphics design to continue pursuing her love of art. She's actually already illustrated 2 books so far. Leah's favorite part of LHS has been her time in the band. Learning to play the trumpet over the past 7 years has helped her to express herself, and she treasures the time she has spent with Miss Bridge and considers herself incredibly lucky to have had her as a teacher. The band has also provided her fond memories of high school with the LHS band trip in 2019, where she could perform and have fun adventures with all her friends. Leah says that she is grateful for her opportunity to help the community and be a part of the mural community through NHS, and she's going to miss all her friends she's made during her time in high school. I've gotten the honor to know Leah through theater and band in school, and I'm going to miss you so much, and you're going to do incredible things out there. Next up is Amber Dressel reading for Lexi George.
Next year, Lexi George is attending UVM, University of Vermont, as a biology major. This is her first step on her pre-med route. She is planning on becoming a doctor, possibly a pediatrician, but she is still unsure. Her favorite activity at LHS was sports. She was a 2-season athlete, participating on the varsity cheer team in the fall and playing on the lacrosse team in the spring. Lexi really enjoyed playing these sports with her friends because it was fun and rewarding, but also a challenge. Her most memorable moments were at football games, pep rallies, and Powder Puff. Even though her grade lost Powder Puff, it was still an unforgettable night. She has had so many great memories at LHS with everyone, but it's hard to just pinpoint a single one. Lastly, Lexi is going to miss LHS and NHS next year, but is excited to close this chapter in her life and begin a new one at UVM. Next up is Sarah for Ellie Hood.
Ellie Hood has run cross country for all 4 of her high school years. Some of her favorite memories she has made during her final year at LHS are from finally getting to enjoy her time with friends during their day trips to Boston post-lockdown. During her academic career at LHS, Ellie found herself especially enjoying Latin with Miss Kelly and every class she took with Miss Brizard. She has described her experience in AP Bio as a fun challenge that made her want to study biology further during her upcoming college years. Ellie will be attending Tulane University in New Orleans as a part of the Honors College. There, she will major in molecular and cellular biology and communications, as well as continue her career she started here by seeking out employment at a New Orleans bagel shop. Next is Will Pelaya for Paige Hornbeck.
Paige has committed to the University of New Hampshire and is going to be majoring in civil and environmental engineering, attending the Honors College while she is there. Paige's favorite subject was math while she was at LHS, with her favorite classes being pre-calc with Ms. Rigo and chemistry with Mr. Gillen. She enjoyed the fun class environment and the interesting topics that were presented in them. Paige's most memorable experiences at LHS were going to the Friday night football games because it was an awesome way to end each week of school, and it was fun to see the community get together. She also had many great experiences with some amazing relationships that she made through cheerleading and lacrosse. Paige also really enjoyed the humanitarian club at LHS because that was the thing that helped her to discover her passion for community service and helping others out. This was a big motivation for her to go into a major that really will impact people. Paige would like to thank Mrs. Harvey for supporting her through Humanitarian Club, and she'd also like to thank her friends and family who have been amazing supporters throughout LHS. Good luck, Paige. And next is Vivian for Brianna.
Okay. Brianna is going to be attending WPI. She will be going to college to receive a degree in biomedical engineering with a concentration on biomechanics. After receiving her degree, Brianna hopes to go to medical school so that she can become a pediatrician. Part of her wants to go to a medical school and become a doctor like her aunt, but she is also open to following a different path. If Brianna decides not to go to medical school, then she would love to design prosthetics like Hugh Hair. She isn't restricting herself too much to one path, though, wanting to explore everything that is out there, finding her true passion as the possibilities seem endless. Brianna's favorite class at LHS was Ms. Brassard's freshman year biology class. That class was a source of inspiration for her major choice, and without it, she does not think she would have chosen biomedical engineering as her intended major. Her favorite activity to do was just being out on the soccer field. She loved the team atmosphere and enjoyed the sport itself. The most standout high school experience in her mind as of right now was the last dance, the last pep rally, last time she was surrounded by many people at once, a pre-COVID world. She definitely misses that aspect of school. And also, I just want to say Brianna is amazing at AP Stats, and being in a problem set group with her was fantastic every single time. She's going to do great things. Okay, Dan for Tyler.
I'll just hold it. Okay. Even though Tyler described himself to me as being pretty simple, he's got much more going for him than just being humble. Tyler is an outstanding student athlete. Not only is he in the National Honor Society, but he's a member of the Humanitarian Club and is a senior captain of the varsity basketball team, where he usually plays point guard. Judging from his some videos of Tyler's noteworthy games, he's a great player, with a highlight reel that includes multiple three-pointers and key steals, and the coaches singing his praises. While at LHS, Tyler's favorite memories are doing group work in labs with his friends in biology class. Along with playing sports, his favorite activities are just hanging out with his friends every day. When I asked Tyler about his favorite part of NHS, I really liked his response. He said that NHS was a good way to connect with new people while also doing some good for others in the community. Those sentiments come through in Tyler's actions and personality as he connects with others through sports and school and does good in Littleton and beyond. After graduating from LHS, Tyler will attend Purdue University in Indiana to continue to study engineering. Good luck next year, Tyler, and good luck with your future endeavors. Next is Madison for Callie.
LHS graduating senior Callie Morby will be attending the University of Miami next school year. She'll be majoring in health sciences on the pre-therapy track. Callie hopes to pursue a career in the medical field that involves helping athletes and/or patients reach their full physiological potential. This should not come as a surprise to anyone, as one of Callie's special attributes is assisting others in the community. Through her role in the Humanitarian Club, as well as co-president of the NHS, she was a major contributor in giving back to the community through her countless community service hours and fundraiser planning. Callie also participated in the LHS track team and assisted her team to win the All-State Championship in cross country her sophomore year. Callie is sure to accomplish many great things, as she's one of the most dedicated, talented, and passionate individuals I have ever met. She radiates positivity and has persevered through every obstacle in her life. I am confident that she will continue to spread her kindness wherever she goes, and because of her natural gravitation for community involvement, will have a positive impact everywhere she goes. Next is Michaela reading for Anna.
Anna Nordhausen will be attending Massachusetts College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences, where she will be studying to be a physician's assistant. Anna hopes to work in a children's ER or possibly pursue medical school to become a doctor. During Anna's time at Littleton High School, she has participated in many activities. Along with the NHS, Anna was a member of the Humanitarian Club, she played field hockey and ran track, and she was also a member of the Student Council. Throughout high school, Anna always contributed a positive attitude to each organization she joined and each sport she played. This was evident by teammates, peers, and teachers. Anna is very excited to take her next step into college and is very thankful. And is very thankful for the confidence instilled in her by Littleton teachers. One of Anna's favorite classes was her AP Bio class, where she went outside and picked up dead bees with toothpicks. Anna will do very well in college and beyond due to her hard work, dedication, and kind personality. Anna is a compassionate person and will certainly make a difference in the lives of people. Next is Jonathan reading for Alicia.
Besides being the co-head of the Loaves and Fishes and Sewing Committees in the National Honor Society, Alicia Patel has taken part in many other extracurricular activities outside of academics. These include being secretary of her class, a member of student council, school council, science olympiad, and competing in tennis at the varsity level throughout her high school career. After high school, Alicia will be attending Carnegie Mellon University to study robotics engineering, where she plans to research and develop robots in her future. After taking many classes at LHS, Alicia's favorite class has been AP Statistics because it was fun and she loves Mrs. Kern. After a long 4 years, Alicia will miss being at Wilson High School, but she is excited for her future. Next is Jonathan McGurn for Katie Rank. Okay. Let me introduce Katie Rank. Katie will be majoring in health sciences at Northeastern University. She's a member of the Humanitarian Club, and that allowed her to make a difference in our community. She also works at Tigerson and volunteers at Neshoba Valley Medical Center, which gave her valuable experiences with people. It taught her interpersonal skills, helped her to deal with conflicts, learn to stay organized, and helped her think quickly. Katie's memorable experience at Wilson High School was Mr. Biscucci's sophomore year English class. Katie's takeaway from the NHS is that it has taught her cooperation and how to be a leader. Next is Hannah for Gabby Rasa.
Gabby Rasa, a role model and dedicated... Okay. Gabby Rasa, a role model and dedicated member of the National Honor Society, will be continuing her academic career at the University of Vermont. She will not only be getting an amazing education there, but will be a part of their track and field team. And I hear she's pretty fast, so I guess they're lucky to have her. She has not yet decided her major, but she knows it will be in the health and sciences field. This is a perfect field for her because it allows her to pursue her dreams in life, which are to work with others and help them. While Gabby was at LHS, she made many memories through the sports teams that she played on and her many friends. Her most memorable moment was when she qualified for nationals with the LHS relay team, because it showed her that hard work truly does pay off. What Gabby will miss most from LHS is the sense of community that it has provided and the support they gave her, which allowed her to learn and grow. At LHS, Gabby is known for her kindness and always having a personality that will brighten up a room. Personally, Gabby was a great friend of mine ever since I got to school and took me under her wing. So I can only hope I can live up to what she has brought to the NHS community. Although we will miss her and her vibrant personality, it is time for her to move on to bigger and better things in college. Next is Peter Holland for Anthony Rawa.
Anthony Rawa will be attending Virginia Tech this fall and majoring in general engineering. During his time at LHS, Anthony pursued soccer and track on school teams. These sports were important to him because of the strong communities on the teams and the friends he made there. On the track team, Rawa often served as the relay man. I was impressed by the commitment to the team he must have had to do so. Volunteering to be the relay man, Anthony often had to run some combination of the 4x1, 4x4, or 4x8 back-to-back, something most people on the team would never even attempt. His most memorable moment during high school was when his soccer team made it to the district finals, where many of his peers came out to watch. The success and school-wide recognition after all of his and his team's hard work was something he'll never forget. Rawa will look back on LHS as a great school and a great community that taught him a lot of valuable life lessons. Next, we have Stella Austin for Isabella Rule.
Okay, so Isabella is going to the College of the Holy Cross to study neuroscience.
Her goal is to work with kids who have language-based learning disorders and have other learning differences, and she wants to possibly become a neuropsychologist. Some of her favorite parts of LHS were being on the field hockey team, spending time with her dance girls, and all the fun, small moments with her friends. Isabella's favorite classes were her sophomore year English with Mr. Pascucci, and AP Bio. She also loved the friends that she had in her Latin class. Her teachers and the friends in all of her classes were what made them memorable. Some of her favorite moments were dancing with her friends at homecoming, the bus rides home from her field hockey games, but her best moments were the ones fooling around with her friends around school. Isabella had so much fun being part of NHS and working with all different people from our school community. The NHS allowed her to help others and make an impact in so many different ways. She's so grateful for all of her friends, family, and teachers who have made her into the person she is. The memories and connections Isabella made in Littleton are what she appreciates the most. If there's one thing you should know about Isabella is that she genuinely wants to help people, and this has been shown through her work in the healthcare committee this year, but also in every other aspect of her life. She's helped me a lot in dance this year. Although none of us in our dance class like to admit it, it can be pretty divided at times because it was originally 2 classes and now it's 1, so sometimes we kind of split up. It's a whole thing. But Isabella has, if you know, you know. But Isabella has always gone out of her way to make me feel included and talk to me, which really meant the world to me, especially when we were newer, because we felt separate, but then we felt together, and her inclusion will mean the world to me. I appreciate her kindness and her driving skills. Almost every week without fail, Isabella would offer me a ride home from dance, even though I would almost never need it. If I did, she was always there to help. She's a good driver, but she's an even better person. And, and your NHS Dance and Littleton family will miss you so much. You're going to do great things. Next up is Martina for Tanya.
Tanya has committed to George Washington University to follow a pre-med path and major in chemistry, and also hopes to go to med school. Her favorite activity was playing clarinet in jazz band with Mrs. Bridge because it was fun playing different music in a different environment and smaller group. Her most memorable high school experience was making the playoffs in tennis her sophomore year playing doubles, and Tanya says her time in NHS has made her a more responsible and aware person, and her time at LHS has prepared her for any further education she pursues. And up next is Paige O'Keefe for Jazada Sanders.
She is, sorry. I'm very excited to tell you a little bit about Justa today. She's been a great friend and overall amazing person through the years that I've known her. Next year, Justa will be going to UMass Lowell, working on a double major in biology and criminal justice, hoping to pursue a career of working in a lab as a forensic scientist. During her time at LHS, Justa enjoyed Spirit Weeks and the homecoming game in the fall. Some of her favorite teachers were Miss Perry, Mr. Vastukas, as well as Miss Kern. For classes, she enjoyed forensics because of what she wants to do in her career. Also, Justin and I had a childhood development class this year with Miss Perry, and we agreed that it was definitely one of the most fun classes we had had. While there wasn't a standout memory for Justa, she did say how many amazing memories there were and how many amazing friends she made that she will never forget. Overall, Justa is so grateful for the time she had at LHS and the activities she participated in with NHS. She believes it helped her grow as a person and a student. And while she is sad to leave all her friends, she is excited to see what is ahead. Thank you, Justa, for always being a great person, dance friend, and overall amazing human to me. You always made me feel so welcomed and included at dance and in classes where I may not have had another friend. I know you're going to do amazing things in this world, and I can't wait to see what you do next because I'm sure it is going to be amazing. Next up is Michael St. Germain reading for Kylie.
For this next senior, I'll be talking about another great student and another great friend of mine. She has quite the career goals and stories to tell about her time at LHS, as well as her experience as a proud member of NHS. She was a fan of the communal feel of the high school and loved the larger events like the Spirit Weeks and the school dances, although they may not have aged too greatly. But she enjoyed classes like forensics with Mr. Gillen and her years of English with Mrs. Backman, with a moment to top it all, according to her, being the band's trip to Disney 2 years ago. This coming semester, she'll be attending Bay Path University for a degree in forensic science and also joining a member of their softball team. Everyone, please put your hands together for Miss Kylie Silks. Second time, too. Okay, hold on. There we go. Next up, we'll have Jonathan McGurran for Adrian Smith.
At Wilson High School, Adrian Smith has enjoyed spending time and having fun with her fellow students and teachers through her participation in academics, National Honor Society, the Humanitarian Club, and Peer Leadership Club. In her future, Adrian will be attending University of California, Davis to study psychology to prepare herself for becoming a cognitive behavioral psychologist. During her high school career, Adrian has had two favorite classes that truly demonstrate who she is as a person and her interests. One of these classes was Facing History in Ourselves because she was taught that everyone can make an impactful difference in the world. And her other favorite class was AP Psychology because she was able to learn new things in a topic she has always been interested in and being able to continue reinforcing her love for psychology. Next is Vivian Lansford Varshini.
Oh, yeah, it is long. Okay, it's okay. What? It does? Oh my God. I'm not brief. Love you. Okay. All right, get ready, everyone. All right, Varshini is going to be attending Northeastern University. She'll be entering with the intent of majoring in engineering, but she would also like to dabble in the arts. She would like to take classes in graphic design, animation, and just regular 2D art while she is at Northeastern. As of right now, Varshini's short-term goal is to finish her 3-hour-long performance of a classical Indian dance called Bharatanatyam. Oh my gosh. How do you say it? Bharatanatyam. Okay, it's a learning experience. All right. The performance is called Aragatram. I'm learning. Okay. And signifies everything she has learned over a decade of dance through demonstration with 10 dances spanning a couple hours. Her long-term goal is to find what she likes in her major through utilization of classes at Northeastern in addition to co-ops. She isn't restricting herself to a very set plan yet as she wants to explore college to figure herself out and live an independent life that will guide her towards what she wants to dedicate her future to. While at LHS, Varshini really enjoyed the homecomings. She and her friends would always have a blast, and they made a lot of great memories, making the most of the high school cafeteria venue. Varshini's most memorable high school experience was the recent senior sunset. They organized food and brought the grade together outside to spend time in the school fields. They weren't sure there was going to be much interest in the activity, but there was a large turnout and everyone had a lot of fun. It was a great and memorable experience to have, especially after such a crazy year due to the pandemic. Varshini also is grateful for experiences in student government. She remembers being very nervous during the election speeches, but then growing more confident, preparing her for future public speaking situations. One of her fond memories of student government is when she was doing CPR training in the gym, when suddenly, over the muffled speaker, she heard that she was elected class president for the second time. Her final thoughts on LHS would be that she is pleased with how well Dr. Harrington worked with the seniors to make sure that they had memorable senior activities despite the pandemic. She wants to thank him and all of the administration for helping them reach some level of normalcy during this challenging time. Congrats, Varshini. You're going to do amazing things. Okay, I got it this time. Stella for Natasha.
Okay, so Natasha is going to be attending UMass Amherst to get a dual degree in dance and communication disorders. She hopes to go into speech-language pathology and to continue teaching and dancing. Her favorite classes at LHS were either APUSH or Latin because within those two classes, she loved the vibes and the people. Her words, not mine. Although she was not always a fan of the Latin curriculum, it was the people in her class that made the most impact on her. And she enjoyed APUSH as a whole because she was always able to express her knowledge on current events. And basically any class where Natasha can speak freely was her favorite. One of Natasha's most memorable high school experiences was Jerry's panini party in Mr. Pascucci's class. He had an entire plan to have a panini party, but didn't have a panini press, and that's where Natasha came in. He borrowed hers, allowing her to get a free panini and a cut of the profit. Natasha is so proud of everything that we were able to accomplish this year in NHS, especially since it was during a pandemic. She's excited to see what the next president and future officers bring to the table. She will miss everyone, and we will miss her and her personality. If you were lucky enough to know Natasha, then you know that she is truly one of the funniest and kindest people around. At dance, Natasha always does her best to make sure everyone is laughing and having a good time. She has greatly impacted my dance experience, and her genuine kindness towards me and my family has been unmatched. A couple of years ago, before I really knew her, Natasha taught my little sister Phoebe in dance. Phoebe's deaf, as many of you know, but ever since that year, Natasha told me that she got her family to donate to a charity that helps deaf children just like her. This year alone, Natasha went out of her way to join a fundraising team that I made and raised almost $200 for that same foundation. Her generosity and kindness hasn't and never will go unnoticed. Natasha, your friendship has meant so much to me, and I know that you will go on to do great things at UMass. Next is Will Pelaya for Michael Sillis.
Michael is planning to attend WPI for either engineering or computer science. While at LHS, Michael's favorite activity was the school soccer team, more specifically when they made it to the finals in the playoffs last year. Michael is an absolute menace on the soccer field, let me tell you. Michael's favorite classes were AP Psychology and AP Bio with Mrs. Brizard, but he also enjoyed AP Computer Science Principles taught by Dr. Hogan and Dr. Michaud. Because he thought that the classroom environment was friendly and enjoyable. Michael really liked the whole idea of NHS because he thought that a lot of positive projects and services came from it, and that it really improves the quality of the LHS community. Good luck at WPI and everything beyond that, Michael. I know you'll do great. Next is Cam for Paige.
I'm sure most of you know Paige Tully. In her time at LHS, one of her favorite experiences was taking Facing History with Miss Harvey. Specifically, she found it interesting to learn about the terrible genocides which have affected the world and what we can do in the modern day to prevent them. Now she plans on going to Clemson University with a major in psychology in hope of one day helping people by becoming a school psychologist. She is very excited for this next chapter, but most of all will miss the connection she made with her peers, her teachers, and her friends. Next is Emma Latender reading for John Whitecamp.
What John remembers most as a member of Littleton High School is decorating the halls of the school during his junior year before the sudden shutdown, a time that was stress-free where he was able to enjoy the company of his peers. Even before that, John discovered his love for engineering as a part of the Littleton First Robotics Club, where he was able to get hands-on experience, and he is grateful for the members on his team who aided him in the college application process. Now, looking forward, John will be attending Rochester Institute of Technology, where he plans to study mechanical engineering in the combined accelerated dual degree program to get his bachelor's and master's degree in 5 years. John is glad to have been part of the Littleton NHS chapter, which has allowed him to become a better member of the community and given him the opportunity to participate in enjoyable service projects as part of the mural committee. His years at LHS have been full of great memories, and he is ready to begin the next chapter of his life. Next is Casey Ricard for Luke Witherall.
Luke Witherall will be attending Chatham University next year to study human biology. Not only will he be studying at Chatham to become a physician assistant in the future, but he will also be playing lacrosse for them. At LHS, one of Luke's favorite classes was AP Biology taught by Mrs. Broussard. Due to the fact that Luke has a love and interest in biology and being a part of the lacrosse team at LHS has played a huge part in Luke's life and has even brought him some of the best memories. One of them being when the lacrosse team went to districts. He says he felt as if he was on top of the world, and the adrenaline and competitiveness that came with the desire to win the game really made it one of the most memorable moments in his high school career. Now that he is graduating, Luke wants to thank the National Honor Society for an amazing 2 years and for providing him with many opportunities to better himself and the people around him, as well as building him into the person that he is today. Luke has been one of the most caring people in the NHS who is willing to help anyone out, and I wish him the best of luck in the future. Now I'll be reading for Caitlin Yandick. Caitlin, I wish you nothing but the best at Rochester Institute of Technology. Caitlin will be studying computer exploration. She is a hardworking, dedicated student who loves computing and is eager to discover where the field can take her. One of her favorite activities was at the Roman banquet. Caitlin enjoyed Latin Club and was also treasurer. Her most memorable experience was playing the lead in the school musical, The Drowsy Chaperone. Caitlin can still remember staring out in the dark at all the people looking at her while yelling her most dramatic lines. Caitlin would like to thank LHS for the good and the bad times. It was a crazy ride. She was happy, sad, worked and played hard, and a lot happened in a relatively short time. In the end, she's glad she spent her high school years at Littleton High School. Next is Madeline Kiernan for Ruthie Zhang.
So Ruthie will be attending Georgetown University in Washington, D.C. next year. She'll be majoring in international relations and hopes to one day work abroad or for a nonprofit organization. Her favorite activity at LHS was field hockey, as she enjoyed making new friends and pushing herself to improve. I was fortunate enough to run track with Ruthie, and she always worked hard at practice and stepped up to the challenge of hurdling, all while doing it with a smile and a positive attitude. She enjoyed the Latin class trips to Boston, which were fun chances to learn and to spend time with her classmates. Ruthie's most memorable high school experience was when she went on the Disney band trip in her sophomore year. She appreciated the amazing opportunity to perform there. She also always liked decorating the hallways for Spirit Week and putting in the extra effort to make it look impressive. In regards to the National Honor Society, Ruthie found it rewarding to paint murals with the mural committee. She will miss her teachers and peers at LHS who will remember her as a passionate athlete and a hardworking, committed student, and I wish you the best of luck. Back to Ms. Bearden.
Those were all such great speeches, everybody. I feel like I learned a lot about you guys. We would like to thank the entire National Honor Society for their work and dedications to not only the society, but to our school and community as well. Ms. Harvey is going to come back up.
And that really was A to Z. That's pretty amazing. Yeah, that's very cool. I just sat there so proud of you. Oh my gosh, I just love all of you, and you all look so beautiful tonight. I'd love to hug. Okay. Yeah, thank you to Dr. Harrington and to all of the custodial staff and the juniors for setting up and for providing us for a space for our celebration. And a special thank you to Brian O'Neill of our LPS Tech Department and Mark Crory from LCTV for making possible our special arrangements this year. Thank you to the faculty and staff who dedicate their time and energy to the students, and thank you to our administration and elected officials who are committed to making our school and community the best that it can be.
And of course, thank you to all the friends and families that are the foundations for these students' success. Thank you so much for joining us to celebrate our students. Please enjoy the rest of your evening, and thank you all for coming.
Hi, sorry, we have a quick thing to close it out. So to start, we want to thank each and every one of you for the time and effort you put into our NHS chapter this year. All of us should be extremely proud of how we overcame the obstacles COVID introduced. And despite these barriers, we excelled and made a difference in the community by working cohesively. Your help and service allowed for this year to be a great success. We hope that you take lessons and values you have learned through NHS and apply them into your life going forward.
We also would like to say a sincere thank you to Mrs. Harvey and Mrs. Bearden. We could not have achieved what we did this year without your tireless efforts. The amount of behind-the-scenes work that each of them does for our chapter is admirable. We are tremendously grateful.
Everyone should look up to our Everyone should look up to our advisors. They are exemplary role models. Their relentless passion for serving others above themselves is contagious. Thank you for instilling this in all of us and constantly being there to not only support our community, but for us as individuals too.
And as a thank you for all the hard work that they've contributed, we have a gift for you guys. So with the help of many NHS members, thank you all, we have $100 gift cards to the Silver Unicorn for each of you. Thank you so much, Ms. Harvey and Ms. Bearden. And cards.
Okay, that's it. Thank you, everyone.